Hello, how are you today? Okay, are you here for surgery? Alright, let's get you all checked in then. Can I go ahead and have your first and last name? Alright. And what is your date of birth? Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay. Just writing down your medical record number. Okay. So what I'm going to do here in pre-op, as you can tell behind me are the rooms that we will admit you to for your pre-op questions. Anything else will get you ready there, okay? So before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions. I'll get your insurance card, your license, get you all registered, and then a nurse will come in and put in your IV, answer any other questions, and then actually I will be the one that's going to meet you in the OR and get you set up, okay? Alright. So I just have a list of kind of some primary questions that I have to answer, or that you have to answer, that I have to ask. Do you have your insurance card on you currently? Oh, good. Okay. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, let me just go ahead and put you in. Okay, and write your number down. Okay, and then your issuer number 9110310377429. Okay, so 80. Sorry, just bear with me here. This is the most lengthy part of the process. Okay. And the issuer ID. Okay, good. And we also have your RX group number, so that's going to be for your prescription. So it's going to be 4645. Then 00. Alright, thank you. You can take that back. So we have your insurance done. Do you have your ID on you as well? Either a driver's license or just a photo ID? Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, driver's license number. Okay. Perfect. And is your address still the same? Is it current as what is on your driver's license here? Okay. Okay. Perfect. You can go ahead and have that back. Okay, now for a couple questions. Have you had anything to eat or drink in the past 12 hours? Okay. Okay. Have Have you had any previous surgeries? Okay. And can you tell me a list of your current medications, if any? Okay. And how many milligrams a day is that? Okay. Anything else? Okay. And as of right now, are you experiencing any pain? And if so, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the greatest, how would you scale that? Okay. And how about allergies? Do you have anything that you're allergic to that you're aware of? Okay. Okay. And what happens? What is your reaction when you come in contact with those things? Okay. Okay, perfect. Would you be able to give me an emergency contact for today? Okay. And what is the relationship to you? And a phone number for them. Okay. Is there a number that you would like us to call when your surgery is finished today, or is the person going to be accompanying you? Okay, no problem. Now, how about DNR? Are you a DNR, which means do not resuscitate if your heart fails, or would you like us to do everything possible to get your heart beating again? Okay, I know that can be a tricky question to answer. Some people aren't sure how to approach it, but just because we're going into surgery, sometimes we have to ask that. Okay, how about any piercings, contact lenses, or dentures that need to be removed prior to surgery, or have you already done so? Okay. Perfect. Do you have any other concerns that you would like to address? Okay. So your surgery is going to take approximately 2 to 3 hours, and you won't know once we get back to the OR. When you get your sedative, you'll fall asleep. You most likely won't remember much about the OR, but then you will wake up in recovery or post-op, and that'll be that. Your surgery will be over and done with. Yes, you can have the person whom is accompanying you visit you in post-op once you wake up, so they'll be there with you. And when we go back to the OR, you'll be greeted by about 4 people that'll be back there at the time. I just want you to remember it is going to be very cold in the OR, and it's going to be very loud because there's nowhere for the sounds to go. So it's almost like a kitchen. If you can picture how loud it is in the kitchen of a restaurant, there's nowhere for the sound to go because it's all sterile. It's just all closed in like a box, so it will be very loud. Don't be alarmed. The leads for like the IVs and everything else will be pretty cold because they are stored back there, and we will give you a warm blanket so you won't be too cold. We'll make you as comfortable as we can back there. I don't want you to worry, okay? All right. And then do you have an allergy to latex? Okay. And are you experiencing any anxiety today rather than what is normal for just the day of a surgery? How are you feeling? Okay. if that becomes any greater, then we can give you a sedative to help calm you down, okay? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is move your chart over to here now. I'm gonna have you go to one of the beds behind me. I'm going to provide you with this gown, okay? You're gonna put this on. This is what you're gonna wear back to the OR. And what I'm gonna do is get ready myself, and then I'm gonna come meet you, and I will be back in the OR to greet you when the nurse brings you back, alright? Alright, you're gonna do great, and I look forward to seeing you back there. Hi there, welcome back to the OR. Do you remember me from pre-op? Okay, good. So I know it looks a little bit funny. I have this mask around my neck. I'm all gowned up. But the reason for that is because we want to keep everything nice and sterile back here in the OR. It decreases the risk for infection and things like that. We definitely don't want any infections. Usually, as you can tell, everyone else is wearing their masks, but I want to make it more personal between you and I, so I'm not wearing my mask right now. They fit like this. That is how it will sit. But I want you to be able to understand what I'm saying and not talking through a mask. So, I'm just going to explain a little bit about what we'll be doing, okay? Alright, so the first thing I have here is sterile water for irrigation, and the surgeon is going to use this to clean out your incision and make sure everything stays nice and sterile within your incision, okay? So you won't feel it, you won't feel a thing because you'll be asleep, of course, but that's just one of the things that we'll be using. And then, of course, the doctor already told you what he's going to be doing as far as your surgery and how he will do your repairs, things like that. So I don't need to go too in depth. But like I said, I do imagine this is going to take about 2 to 3 hours total for your surgery. And you won't remember any of it, I promise that. Shortly here, we're going to be getting you a sedative to go to sleep along with the general anesthesia. So before we do that, I'm going to do a couple of things here to prep you. So I'm just going to be putting this pad underneath you right here. And this is warm, so you will begin to feel some warmth soon. So we'll tuck that under right there. Is that okay? Perfect. Now, I need to put a pulse ox meter on you, okay? So this is what it looks like. It is brand new in the casing, so it's going to be completely sterile. And I'm just going to open this up, and it's going to go right on your finger. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Now, I'm going to be hooking this up to the monitor shortly, but I'll take the plastic off. Alright, and let me just have your index finger here. I'm just going to wrap that around right there. Alright, perfect. And that'll just take your pulse ox by itself. You don't need to do anything, just try to relax. So that is that. And then what I'm going to do for you is put on a nasal cannula. And what this will do is go in your nostrils, just at the tip, just a little bit, and it's going to force oxygen into your lungs. It's basically going to just help you breathe oxygen. So let me get this open, and we'll go ahead and put this on you, and then we will get you the sedative and get you ready for your surgery, okay? Alright, you are so brave. So here is the nasal cannula. Right here is the part that goes in your nose. as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is hook this part up to the machine, and we're going to put this part here. We can adjust it for you. Let's just put this right around your nose here. Put that right in your nose. Alright. And then let me adjust it so it's tight enough for you. How's that feel? It's not too tight, is it? Okay, good. I will get that hooked into the machine here, and you will begin feeling oxygen shortly. And the anesthesiologist will be in to start your anesthesia. And other than that, I will see you when you wake up in post-op, okay? Alright, you are so brave. You did great so far. Alright, I will see you soon, okay? Okay. Oh yes, they are absolutely ready for their anesthesia. They are doing great. Okay, I will let you take over.